Say, I got a quick question for you. Have you ever seen a microwave scream before?
Your food is ready. Please enjoy. Thank you for trusting me to cook your food.
What's up, sexy? I'm Lexi, and welcome to my last EmKay video. That's right, after 300-something videos, I don't know, I lost count, you'll finally be free of my goofy butt. Some of you might know of Lexplanations, a tech edutainment series I started on my own channel a while back. I'll be returning to Lexplanations full-time, which gives me a much more flexible schedule with my family, and also lets me dig far deeper research holes on tech and IT stuff. The entire EmKay team has been absolutely fantastic and wonderful to work with, and I couldn't be more grateful for the 4 years, Jesus, that I've spent here. So yeah, if you'd like more of my rambling, check out my channel here on YouTube, The Lexi Kitty. And let's get started. Samsung clock. Look, sometimes I get distracted and wander off too, okay? I completely relate to the hands on that clock. A friendly reminder, don't drop acetone on your array, laptop, computers, or plastic. Oh no! I feel this extra hard because the laptop before the one I have was a Zephyrus M, which is very similar, at least in layout, to this machine. That just ate right to the top. Oh, there's more pictures. Oh my God, you got the whole screen. Were you trying to clean it or something? Oh, the back. Oh my goodness, the back. I got a 50-50 mix of I feel bad for you and you should have known, but I don't think most people realize just how angry acetone is, unless you've either done 3D printing or you've painted your nails. And I've done both. And acetone is just mean. It'll remove nail polish, plastic, paint, your sense of self-worth, and the seventh seal. And I cannot in good conscience endorse a chemical that goes after a seal of any kind. They're just too cute. I don't even know what app this is. That is QuickShare. It's like Wi-Fi direct file transfer between Android, Windows, Chromebooks? Yes, Chromebooks. Thank you, Wikipedia. I actually found the original Reddit post for this. They already had given up and gone home for the day. But if you do see this, maybe just turn off Bluetooth and Wi-Fi in case somebody's trying to spam a file at you. I seem to have been gifted an asset dump. Congratulations, it's better than a regular dump, I guess. I originally thought this was just like material design losing its mind, but that folder icon looks like the Samsung one. And why is it November 1979? Is this the QuickShare thing? Did you finally accept it? What are you all doing with your phones? My parents said, I don't need a new phone. Last test, May 12th, 2024 at 1648. Current power, -11%. Battery condition, good. Battery temperature, too damn cold. Charging status, not charging. Yeah, I think your parents are right. You don't need a new phone. This one is generating 11% of its capacity in free power and is several orders of magnitude colder than absolute zero. It is a marvel of science, and you have been entrusted with its care. Good luck holding it. It's a tiny lithium impossible generator with runaway free power and colder than anything on Earth. I'm so sorry, but you know, it's probably your destiny and all that. You've heard about battery Coke. I have. Now introducing. Okay, I'm just gonna go with battery beer, despite the fact that it looks more like Iron Brew because only like a handful of people are gonna know what Iron Brew looks like. Funnily enough, this is also what Iron Brew tastes like. Don't lick this. Should I be scared? Performance mode, balanced, as all things should be. CPU 0.7, impressive little underclock. RAM 74. Core. How do people keep achieving these temperatures? I'm over here thinking I probably have to repaste my AIO, and you guys just set power profile to balanced and achieve scientific impossibilities. Bumper accessory. Look, when somebody pulls up in a boring car and they have a laptop, this is not what they mean. This is not somebody you have to be concerned about. The laptop is usually in the passenger seat or balanced on top of the gear shift. In both of those cases, you're about to see taillights disappearing really fast. If they've put their laptop in the front bumper, I don't think you have to worry about much except for them running to something else, possibly you. The few things I can at least glean, since we have multiple shots and angles, this is great. The lid was open on impact, so it wasn't like you just mowed down a college student. But it doesn't look that old. I don't recognize the whole stripe thing. It might be Toshiba or something. But more than that, like it did a substantial amount of damage to the bumper, and I realized they're supposed to crumple, but I didn't think it'd make it all the way through. Now I want to do a Mythbusters where we accelerate laptops until they go through like level 3 plates or something. This is probably why that pneumatic shop never answers my calls. Burger King's new mozzarella sticks. Burger King has mozzarella sticks? Worth $99. Never mind. Okay, well, how many? Oh, 4, 8, and 12. Well, I mean, this seems like an intelligence test. You should just get the 12. But also you should get none of them. These kind of little blips are great for seeing just how the systems interact. Because I really want somebody to actually go and get mozzarella sticks to see if they ring up as that, because digital signage doesn't always pull from the actual point of sale system. In fact, that would be like an absolute pain. It's usually just a portal that you update with glorified PowerPoint presentations and maybe a few tables, and just loop it endlessly so that every time you're trying to read through the menu, a giant full screen ad pops up. Thanks, McDonald's. Is my camera fixable? Said the owner. Yes, buy a new one. Sorry, I don't. Oh God, this is painful to look at, but I wouldn't not be under any impression that it was fixable. This lens on the left might be okay, and the middle one, you might have had a UV filter on, so you might be okay. But this is a Nikon D200. The body is going used right now from Adorama for $91. That's just $91 just for the body. If your lenses sort of survived, buying a new D200 body would be cheaper than any repair. That's an hour. That's less than an hour of an experienced technician's time. I hope your two lenses are okay though, genuinely. When your car decides it's her own time to shine. I was wondering when I was gonna get to see this. Ever since I've seen digital dashes in cars, I've been like, okay, so what happens when like the display driver freaks out or the display controller fries or something? I have no idea how this X offset thing happened. Originally, I would have thought that they just have all of the dashes in the car, and the car identifies itself, oh, this is M40i, you load this dash. But everything lines up, it's just completely misaligned, which is a sentence that made sense when I said it. It's also a BMW though, so maybe you didn't pay the subscription for your dashboard, you know? Might want to check that. My friend tapped his clock to see the time, and this showed up. Oh no, you've accessed forbidden time. Hope and pray that nobody notices. Someone's gonna get fired. Mobile CI test app. Disney. Wait, there's an update available for Doctor Who. Don't look at this. I do wonder if it's the customer improvement test app. Like if you opt into the beta or get opted in, because like some of them are aggressive now. If it was a mistake, I almost feel bad for the person that did it. Especially if there's a box somewhere that just changes it for you or it's done through an API and you had no idea. Because that's the worst feeling. Are these the new icons? I'm not sure. It's hard to see the icons with all the pixels. I'm kidding. I don't care about high resolution displays. But it does look like something's up with your graphics driver. I'm gonna go with graphics driver because it doesn't look like it's the whole display. But when it is rendering stuff, it is skipping some vertical lines. Good luck figuring that out because I have no idea. What exactly do they expect? Personal information. Name, John. Please enter a value greater than or equal to. What is that? Negative 900 and something, the quadrillion? I have no idea what that number is. You guys can count it. My keyboard's trying to tell me something. Oh yeah, it is. It says, get the yak under Jamie's interior office 7. Well, you have your orders. No, I don't think this is true. 100% low battery. On one hand, it could be fully charged and have a bad battery. On the other, it could just be like, no, my battery is low. It's 100%, like it's completely low. You can never be entirely sure. RIP monitor. Well, if you insist. What? So you told me to... Oh, I'm sorry. $400, OBO. I know what I got. See, if it had been the skeleton of the ThinkPad with the butterfly keyboard that like extended out from the sides, you might have almost had a point, at least on the high side of eBay. But no, I don't think you can know what you got, or you don't know how to price it appropriately, or this is hilarious. Yep, that's the one. I'm sobbing. Why do they paint over the outlet? Because they paint over everything. Power outlets, network jacks, windowsills, small children, pets, loved ones. If it doesn't move out of the way in time, superintendents will just paint over it. What on earth do you expect from me? Upload your resume. No file selected. File must be below 0 megabytes. That one was 0.01 megabytes. I'd almost count this as a coding question, but if they're going to calculate megabytes by decimal, like there's no way to make it just like a few kilobytes and say like, well, it's not a full megabyte. So no, this is just incompetence. Yes, it's not spelled school, it's spelled school. Review suggestion, not school, but school store. Okay, the only vaguely acceptable reason I've seen for this is like people that use international keyboards or switch back and forth them a lot. And sometimes the O's will be slightly different. But I don't see any difference in like the font spacing or anything here. I want to see the character codes for each letter of school. Now, explain yourself, Grammarly. Surprisingly, it still works. I say that every day. Actually, that's not that bad. That could be so much worse. I wouldn't run an entire enterprise network off of it, but this doesn't look like an enterprise environment either. What are those files, and why do they keep popping up in my data storage? I would look into that. Giant files like 1.8 gigs, 2.4. These are not legitimate files unless there's some sort of giant cached update that you're skipping or holding out on. Otherwise, peer-to-peer server, your phone has been commandeered for that. That would be such a terrible idea. I guess it would work. You know, find out what process is writing those, or just wipe your phone. I broke the TikTok filter. I mean, to be fair, it is pretty. Oh my God! What did you do? That actually looks interesting. Yeah, I stopped using TikTok because it stopped showing me weird, cool, like cosplay stuff, and it started showing me ads and shop things and dumping me into the middle of live streams. And I was like, no, man, if it had more like just bizarre stuff like this popped up, I'd go on that thing again for like the first time in 6 months. Your phone can be tough, but it is this tough? You didn't mishear me, that's what it says. And no, my phone isn't that tough. When I need my phone to be that tough, I will have other concerns, such as body armor and what kind of ammunition my car's windows are capable of deflecting. Train station sign decided not to work today. I think the train station sign drowned, actually. Because there's... Wait, I take that back. The dots that I thought were water inside the sign, I figured the sign had just leaked and, waterlogged the display controller, causing all the... No, those are also artifacts. No, the whole thing's just cooked. Something definitely happened to the display controller. It's trying its best. You can see, like, some words over here that did their best and they just didn't. Dude's struggling. Give him a break. Am I still a vegetarian after breathing this in? It depends how much of it is carpet, because most carpet is synthetic, so you shouldn't have a problem there. But if, the ratio is closer to being more fur, I'm not actually sure. I don't vegetarian. Vegetarians, if you get cat fur or something in your mouth, does that count as eating meat? Or it's just the meat, right? You could technically eat fur all day. I wonder what my verification code is. Hi, this is me being paranoid. This is, one, if you're getting a bunch of these in a row, change your password, like, immediately, because somebody's trying to access your account, and they're just spamming the 2FA code, hoping that you'll agree to one of them. It's literally just 2FA spam. 2, don't ever show your 2FA code, like, ever. I'm not aware of any way to exploit this, because you don't have the date, but you do have the time. I don't think Apple lets you actually set up 2FA, like, with your own hash. But sometimes that hash is time-based. And if it's 2FA code that renews every 30 seconds, that's a 50% chance of figuring that out. I'm not aware of any single way to do this math, but there are a lot of people out there whose entire job is just to make other people's lives miserable. And some of them are very bored or funded by state governments. So just don't ever show your 2FA code, just ever. I didn't know this could happen on Windows 10. I didn't know this could happen on newer operating system. Did you see some sort of update that was just like, oh yes, Windows no longer has render problems sometimes with specific GPUs. What? Like if a graphics driver causes a specific glitch or whatever on your screen, whenever it has to render a specific type of 3D mesh, and then you upgrade operating systems, but the driver is the same, you're still gonna have the same problem. This was not meant in any sort of mean way. It's just operating systems and drivers and hardware are all 3 different things. Just because one of them gets upgraded doesn't mean everything just magically gets better. Sometimes it gets worse. Windows 11? Windows setup looks like I had designed it with CSS. See, part of me is actually wondering, the top margin looks too close, but the right margin makes me think that they designed the background as a static image, or like 2 static images based on resolution, and then didn't account for all languages, like they didn't run through every single language? Because if I remember correctly, it's something along the lines of, let's get your network set up, or let's get you set up with the network. Like it's a shorter sentence in English. The margins look almost equal on both sides. But yeah, I have no idea where there's all this blank space in the middle. It's just weird. Design is weird. Made in 2010, died in 2022, just got around to poking around in it. There were bunnies under the board too. Bunnies? Oh, the CPU choking, performance killing kind of bunnies. I'm so disappointed. This can't possibly be my last post. I refuse. Give me some good cable management prawn. Yes, good, beautiful, perfect. Heaven does exist. And it's a perfectly wired network closet. Have an absolutely victorious day tomorrow. Stay safe, stay awesome, make more stuff. I love you all. and I'll see you guys in another video.
Yeehaw!